What's going on, guys? It's me, Sanitary 103, always promoting clean eating and clean, healthy lifestyle. So today's video, I'm going to go over 5 essential tips on how to soothe a very sore throat. Now, I have had sore throats my entire life, ever since I was a kid. I have always been prone to sore throats, so I'm speaking from first experience. If you have any other tips on how to relieve a sore throat that I don't mention, please leave a comment. Please leave a comment in the comment section because it can help other people. So the first thing you want to do is you want to drink a lot of agua, a lot of water, a lot of fluids in general. Water is great, and I got some right here. I don't have a sore throat right now, but it's always good to stay hydrated. But the main reason why you want to drink a lot of water is because a lot of times when you get a sore throat, you get something called a post-nasal drip. And the post-nasal drip basically essentially means, and this is often very common when you get a sore throat, is you get a lot of mucus that gets built up, and from your nostrils and in your nasal cavity, it gets caught up in the back of your throat right here. And when that occurs, you get a postnasal drip, but that little mucousy liquid, it gets caught up in the lining right here in your throat, and that can irritate your throat, your esophagus, and that can cause the sore throat to persist and to get worse, and it feels very bad. It feels like something's like a stabbing pain. That's where drinking a lot of liquids will come into play. This will help loosen up the mucus, the postnasal drip, and help you clear that area and not get your throat as irritated. So that's the number one thing. Drink a lot of fluids. Hot fluids with a little bit of lemon or some tea that will soothe your throat. But obviously you can't always get access to warm or hot water. So if you can, just drink any type of fluid. Like I said, water in general is better. Caffeinated drinks and sodas and stuff like that you probably want to avoid because that's going to actually dehydrate you, even more. So that's my number one tip. The second tip that you can do is you can take some cough drops. I prefer Halls, HALLS, sugar-free if possible. I don't have a visual with me. I usually have cough drops, but I must have been out or I haven't had a sore throat in a while. Cough drops is going to help soothe your throat, especially Halls, because like I said, it's going to help give you some relief. So it's also going to get your mouth a little bit more saliva buildup. Along with drinking water, it's going to help clear out that your esophagus. The third thing, and I do have a visual for this one, the third tip for sore throat relief is to take some over-the-counter pain relief. And this is just, I don't know if you can see the fine print. This is acetaminophen. Acetaminophen 500 milligrams right here. That's a little bit more on the aggressive side, but if you have a very, aggressive sore throat, you want to get acetaminophen. This is a great pain reliever. Trust me on that. You take this and within an hour or two, you will notice your sore throat pain go down significantly, at least by 40-50%, if not more. So just make sure you read the label. You don't overdo it because you don't want to put too much strain on your liver. So that's my third tip. The fourth tip that you can that I recommend for sore throat is to get some Chloraseptic spray. You can get this at any drugstore, CVS, Walgreens. The Chloraseptic spray is great. You can use cough drops and stuff, but what's really good about the Chloraseptic spray is that in the middle of the night, if you wake up in the middle of the night and if you've had a sore throat, and you can attest to this, is that when you wake up in the middle of the night, let's say having to use the restroom, you have to go pee, or number two, a lot of times you'll notice that your throat actually feels even more on fire and it hurts more. And why is that? It's because when you're sleeping, your throat is getting more dry because you're not drinking any fluids. You're asleep essentially. So when you wake up and you notice and you swallow, it feels like 10 times worse. Right? It's the worst feeling in the world. And a lot of times, yeah, you can drink some water and that's fine. or you can put a cough drop in your mouth. But what happens after you pee? You want to immediately go back to bed, right? So you don't want to put a cough drop in your mouth. And I have done this, but I don't recommend it. Put a cough drop in your mouth while you're sleeping. What can happen? You can choke on it. And a cough drop's going to take a while to eat, right? You're going to have to suck on it, chew it, and then go to sleep. No, you don't want to do that. That's where the Chloraseptic spray comes in hand. I'll probably try to put some visuals, but it's very self-explanatory. You go, take a piss, spray a couple times. It'll help numb that pain you got in your throat, and then you could just go right to bed. So that's my fourth tip. Last but not least, my tip number 5 for a sore throat. This is not really, this tip is not really to, I should say, prevent the sore throat or to help relieve the pain, but it will help not make it any worse. So I'm going to include this, and that is to try to save your voice. No screaming. I know I'm a big sports fan myself. No screaming. Someone cuts you off at work or cuts you off on the freeway. No screaming. No singing. You don't want to overdo it with your vocal cords, and that's just for obvious reasons. I'm not going to get technical with it, but why put more strain on your vocal cords and your throat area in general? So try to talk really low, try to whisper, and you're good to go. So those are my 5 tips. So in a quick nutshell, drink a lot of fluids, take some acetaminophen, take some cough drops, speak in a really low tone, take some Chloraseptic spray, and if you do that, within probably a few days, 2 or 3 days, you should see the majority of your symptoms go away. And that's been working for me because I get very bad sore throats, like very bad. So that's my time. Comments, questions, always welcome. Like I said, if you have any other suggestions, leave them in the info box or in the comment section. Subscribe for more content. I put out at least 2 or 3 new health and fitness videos per week, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.